and welcome to episode 56 of Anime and Us. I'm TJ.
And I'm Shawn.
And this is the review show that reviews anime from A to Z, sort of.
Alright guys, last episode we got Yukikaze for category Y. And
I like how you pause waiting for me to...
You were about to say something.
Wait for me to pause.
Quickly.
I just sighed because of the category is all.
Is a 5-episode Japanese direct-to-video anime series produced by Gonzo, I like Gonzo, and Bandai Visual. Released in Japan August 28, 2002, August 25, 2005. What? It's a 5-episode show. How did it span 3 years being released? That doesn't make any sense. That's gotta be wrong somehow. Anyway, it's based off of a popular science fiction novel over in Japan. I don't give a shit about anything else.
Okay.
Yeah, it's 5 episodes. There's no way it could have released from August whatever, 2002 to August whatever, 2005. So that 5 is clearly a 2.
The first and last episode were an hour long, you know.
That's true, but that's still 3 years. Come on. It was surprisingly not as bad as it was. Because it was pretty terrible, but at the same time we laughed quite a bit throughout it. I think that's because of our campy nature, though.
Well, at the same time, we usually watch this on our own, and we actually...
Yeah, it was 5 episodes, we watched it together.
Yeah, so we just watched the whole thing right after the last podcast, so it was like we were just there to screw with it the whole time. And
man, but the homoerotic undertones...
I was about to say, it's the greatest homoerotic
story ever. That was, but also wasn't, but also was.
Yeah.
Like, it's so weird. Him and his captain have this weird homoerotic bond going on, but it's not really meant to be that way. But then there's some scenes, like, there's one scene where his captain has his shirt off, you know, working on mechanic crap or whatever, and he's just looking at him.
Longingly, yeah.
Like, what are you doing? You want him to go get a piece of that ass.
Yeah,
like,
why are you just... Stop with all
fucking aliens attacking Earth. You're worried about being gay? Come on, man. But they don't really do that, which is what's weird.
Yeah, it's very strange. And even throughout the whole series, the one guy's the captain's being like ultra hard on him, but is
more ways than one.
And then off when they're separated, he's all worried and concerned about him and stuff like that. And then there's the whole ending of it where they end up happily ever after.
Yeah, that was odd.
So, I mean,
it's a gay love story. So the show should have been a gay love story.
Yeah, it should have been a gay love story.
It should have been the main forefront of the show. Yeah, it wasn't.
It should have. It looked like they wanted to write it. They should have just wrote it.
Yeah, it was mainly off screen, and besides those little snippets you catch here and there.
Because they even bring in a kind of like psychiatrist, doctor, love interest for the main character, and it doesn't work.
Yeah, he's uninterested.
It just doesn't work at all.
He's got this low-cut crop top doctor outfit.
Yeah.
Doesn't make any sense.
No.
For a military base.
It's just, I don't know. No,
It's odd. It's really weird. Aliens attack to the U.S., and then they've got this forward operating base inside the alien sphere thing that...
They don't attack the U.S., they attack the world, but...
Yeah, U.S.
Not really.
No one else could stand up to that threat.
Okay.
Anyway. Yeah, it was the world. And there's this, what was it, a tree or a mushroom or something like that? That was, like, in our world, but it was, like, the portal to go to their world.
Oh, right, because we have a base in their world now.
Yeah, so, like, you go through there, and now you're in their world, so we have a base over there. And that's pretty much where the whole show takes place.
Yeah,
little snippets of being on Earth, but very few.
And then they bring it back to Earth in one episode.
Well, here and there, there's an author you see a couple scenes of.
Yeah, the author is, like, this, framing device throughout the entire series. She shows up like once an episode, and it's like, oh, okay. And she's some kind of writer and
writing a story. Maybe she's writing this story. Yeah. You don't really know.
It's kind of hard to tell. But what I was gonna get at is when the captain and him come back to Earth and they get stranded over here because they were fighting something.
Yeah. Something came through the portal, so they flew in their jet over here to go get it.
But the way they treated them was they were over there. They treated them as if they were, like, alien or whatever.
Yeah, the Earthlings were treating them weird. I guess once you go over there, you don't really come back.
Yeah, you're kind of
if you're going to be ostracized like that, like, you'll probably stay there for a really long time.
But I thought it was weird because they're kind of like the front line.
Yeah, so, definitely the front line.
To treat the frontline soldiers like that is kind of...
Yeah, it was weird.
Kind of
like
weird.
They had to get approval to refuel them. You're the captain of the ship, man. Refuel them.
Right. And then it's not only that, it's just that I lost my train of thought.
Yeah, the way they were treating him was really odd. It didn't quite make sense.
It didn't make sense that the soldiers were treating him like that.
Yeah, you think the soldiers on, like, the on the ground soldiers on the ship that their plane landed on to get refueled on would have been like, hey, what's up, guys? How you doing? Give us some stories.
Yeah, but it's just weird how the soldiers...
Very professional.
Yeah, well. We're a very professional podcast, let me tell you. When, we go off topic 9 times out of 10 and your dog makes noises every episode.
Banging on the cage.
So, professionalism.
I'm up here. You're down here. You gotta bring it up to my level, buddy.
Is that how it is? Mm-hmm. Who edits the podcast?
Well, I mean, the listeners don't know that.
They know it now.
Anyway.
I mean, for all you know, I could be making you look like an ass on every episode.
That's true. I really don't listen.
You don't listen at all.
Once it's out there, it's out there.
And we got so off track.
It's fine. We need to fluff this up. We're only 6 minutes in.
Yeah, but we didn't.
It's also a 5-episode show, so there's not a whole lot to dissect.
Yeah, but we didn't even get into it.
Well, really, that's the entire story. Let's be honest about it. I mean, there's a couple more things, like the aliens sort of figure out how to turn into people, so they infiltrate us a little bit.
But
it's not really that important, to be honest.
They're duplicating and replacing people, essentially.
Yeah, it reminded me of the Flood a lot.
Yeah, it was.
Even though the Flood couldn't do that.
I don't know. Oh, yeah, I don't know. You kind of threw me off track there. I was like, wait, what? Yeah, it's a standard science fiction alien replacement story.
Yeah.
And it was treated like this big reveal.
Yeah.
And it really wasn't. Like, there was this...
We figured it out a while ago.
Yeah. Like, there was this one episode where the main character has to go into...
An air carrier, right?
No, he's got to go take this Indian guy into...
Yeah. It's like an air carrier.
Yeah.
It was one of their giant ships that was flying through the space, and the aliens took it over.
And then the high command finds out that 2 people could replace, and it was the main character and that Indian guy.
Yeah.
And it was treated like
one guy got replaced by the aliens, we didn't know which.
Yeah. It was this whole big reveal.
Like, we know it's not the fucking main character, and if it was, man, it still wouldn't have been that surprising.
No.
Especially with the way he was acting.
And then there seems to be, like, storylines in here that were kind of touched on but never follow up on. Like, what was the deal with the AI plane? Did that ever come back?
No, I don't. So, like, his plane is called Yukikaze. The name of the show is the name of his plane. And, like, there's this whole thing where the AI in the plane and some of the other planes sort of take over and kind of do what they want. And the plane at certain points protected him from dying and, like, it still did the mission. And, like, there was clearly some sort of story there. Like, maybe the AI was based off of alien technology or something like that. But they never went anywhere with it. They didn't explain it in the slightest. Yeah. Not at all.
I mean, I know at one point they switched the AI from one plane to another.
Yeah, they just took it out and put it in another one so he could do more.
And I'm assuming it had something to do with that final battle.
Yeah, probably.
But we were so far gone by then. It was like, there was just one moment where they were talking about rain or something. It was so suggestive. We were done. We were just done. Cause
it's really suggestive.
It was like the way...
Rain on his face or something like that.
The dialogue they chose was unbelievable. It was like, this is a love story. Why isn't this a love story?
You know what I hope is that I really, I don't know. Let's say we watched the sub, right? Mm-hmm. And it was completely different. Straightforward with just some weird scenes of them looking at each other. And then at the end, obviously, not scene where they're playing baseball or whatever the fuck together, whatever it was.
Right.
I really hope in the dub they stepped their game up and made it way more homoerotic. Because they've done that before. I mean, I don't know about Gonzo in particular doing that, but I've seen that in anime before. What? Knowing for a fact that they just changed what they're saying to make it more one direction.
That would be good on them if they did.
Yeah, if they did, fucking congratulations, because it went well. It was way better than it would have been.
So what's Gonzo done before that you like?
Oh, I have no idea, but I've seen their name.
You've seen their name? So how do you know that you like them?
Because I remember.
I
remember I liked it.
You completely don't know anything that you liked from it, but you liked it.
Alright, I'll look it up. Good, keep talking.
Yeah, you made me lose my train of thought. Again, this is gonna be cut out a lot, so... Yeah,
Actually, nothing.
Like I said, I thought so.
I mean, there's good stuff on there, but nothing that I've particularly liked. I thought I liked them.
Yeah, you thought you liked them, but apparently not.
I failed you.
You usually do. That's why I don't have expectations.
That's how I like it. Anyway.
So, yeah, I mean, the first episode is an hour long.
Yeah, it felt like a movie, and then they went down to 30 minutes-ish.
30 minutes for the next 3, and then the last episode was an hour long. And then the last episode is essentially just one giant fight scene. Which, the whole thing is aircraft fighting pilots, by the way. We didn't mention that.
Well, we sort of talked about it a little bit.
I mean, usually with something like this, you think mech.
Yeah, no, just like straight, just jets, but jets that could do more than our jets.
Yeah, it's just advanced AI jets, essentially. Mm-hmm. And then...
But you still need a pilot. Yeah. It's really weird. Yeah. Like, we knew where we were... Like, this came out in 2002. We knew where the technology was going. We knew it was going to be drone technology soon. You think they would have just made them all AI?
Yeah, I don't know. It's strange. But then you wouldn't have a main character.
It's true, but
the crash
adding the AI in without its own story arc just felt stupid.
So, I mean, like, in that first episode,
it clearly wanted it to have a story arc, just to be clear.
Right.
It just didn't happen.
In that first episode, he gets, captured by the aliens.
Yeah.
And then at the end, when he figures it all out, the whole world kind of falls apart. Well, I don't understand.
Oh, yeah, that was the alien world. I think that was a construct that they made for him to be in. So he's flying away after he figured out that they're aliens. He got in his ship, he flew away, and, everything's falling apart. It reminded me of the Langoliers, actually. You know what that is. You probably don't. Because the world was just falling apart, and it was into nothingness, and he's just flying away. Woo, I'm gone.
Langoliers is a Stephen King movie based on the book, by the way.
Yes. So it was weird. I just assumed that was a weird construct that they made for him. How he flew away from that is
it was almost like he was inside a monster or something.
Yeah, or a dimension of some sort that was separate from the alien.
The same thing happened with their world, too. The world they showed over there, the alien world, was all lush with forests and stuff. But at the end, they said it was all an illusion and stuff like that. So it was I don't know what was going on with that. I don't know if it was an entity or something like that.
Yeah,
all I know is that the main character sacrifices himself at the end, and everybody thinks he's dead. And the author comes and visits the captain and says, "What happened to him?" And he's like, "I don't know." And then she turns around, and then he's there with the captain, and they live happily ever after.
Yeah, that scene was weird. Lots of sunshine and wind, and just
they lived happily really after. They went off.
Just go all the way with it. Is all I'm saying. You know what I mean? Kiss or something.
I'm not arguing.
Jesus,
I know, but still,
can't be gay. Be fucking gay. Get it on. Yeah, that's really it. There's not. I think that's the entire storyline. I think we named everything.
Yeah, there isn't much. Like I said, there was
his partners always die, which is kind of cool.
Oh yeah, his partners dying
up until the doctor flew with him once, and then the captain flew with him, I think, once.
Right. Yeah.
Other than that, everyone that's in the plane with him fucking dies.
Yeah, his body count is off the chart
for friendly.
Yeah,
he's the MVP of the other team.
We were keeping count for a little while, but we lost track of there 7 or 8 or something like that.
Oh, that was funny. And you know what's even funnier is he would just ignore his partner once he started getting new ones.
Yeah,
he would just fucking ignore him. All right, let's go. And his partner's trying to ask him questions. She just give a He's like, oh, you're gonna die soon. You're just plot.
Yeah, plot. Yeah. There's no emotional details.
Nah, it's very slow pacing. It's very bland.
From the deaths. The deaths don't affect him whatsoever.
The what?
The deaths of his partners.
Oh yeah, he's a good shit.
Oh, and after his first crash, he goes into a coma for a little while.
And then he's in this weird wheelchair thing.
Yeah, and he can control the plane mentally somehow.
Yeah. And again, more stuff with the AI that never went anywhere. He never gave us any kind of explanation. It's the weirdest thing.
I'm wondering if they did give us explanation, but we were so far...
We paid pretty close attention. We were laughing and making fun of it a lot, but we paid fairly close attention.
I don't know. I don't even know what happened in that last episode. I'm not going to lie.
The last episode trash.
I was kind of out of it by that time.
Alright, that might be fair. So, I don't think there was explanation for the AI. I really
maybe not, but that last episode was really hard to stay into, and it was really long, and there was a lot of exposition and explaining going on, explaining the entire story of what's happening, and I was just in and out, and I was done. So maybe it happened there, but even if it did happen there, it's not good. So it's not really a justification either.
No, not at all. It wasn't good enough to hold our attention if it was there, but I'm 99% sure. Not that it says a whole lot.
Yeah, I mean, your percentage sure is worth
That's
nothing.
Fairly sure.
You can't even remember what you did
I'm sure
the last
you did
week.
Other things. I just didn't see it in a 2-second Google search.
What did we review before this? Exactly.
What? You tell me.
Xenosaga. Exactly.
Hey, it's been 3 weeks since we did that, alright?
Sure.
All right. So, rating. Look, I had a lot of fun with it because of the homoeroticness, but without that, and see, if it was blatant, like this is a gay love story, I wouldn't have liked it as much.
Right.
It would have been a better story, mind you, but I wouldn't have had as much fun pointing out, like, what the fuck's going on?
This is one of those bad good anime.
Yeah. Reminds me of like a Rocky Horror Picture Show, although people actually think that's good.
Yeah, I mean...
To me, it's a bad good. Like, it's terrible, but it's fun to watch.
Yeah. It was one of those, but it wasn't such a bad good movie that it deserves a high rating.
Nah, I'd give it like a 5 or a 6. That's only because of the bad good part.
I was leaning
if it wasn't for that, it'd be like a 4.
I was leaning towards a 4 or 5.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I mean, if you're interested in a short anime...
Yeah, really short. I mean, there's not a whole lot there, though.
I mean, it's super weird, and if you're interested in, homoerotic...
Undertones. That are overly...
that's what you're... If you're looking for... What's the gay thing in Japanese?
Oh, yai? I don't know.
Yeah, if you're looking for that, that's...
It's close.
This is a non-sexual version of that, so...
Alright, so
we're not spinning the wheel yet.
in a sec. What was the last one?
It was this or Your Lie in April.
Your Lie in April.
Your Lie in April is definitely way better.
I actually was thinking about this the other day. I actually really liked that, looking back.
Yeah, me too.
I don't remember what my rating for it was, but I have fond memories of watching
it.
I think it was the music, mostly.
It was the music.
I really enjoyed the music.
Because it had some shonen trappings and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And I mean, it was, I remember fondly too, but we gave it a decent score too. I think it was up 7 or 8.
Good, it deserved it.
Yeah, but this one doesn't touch that one.
Yeah, no, this is a 4. I'm changing my rating.
It's a 4.
Knowing that I gave that a 7 or an 8, I gotta bring that down.
Yeah, alright. So
Category Z.
Yeah, let's spin it. Wow, that's loud.
Yeah, that's really loud. Zatch Bell is in there.
I know, I saw it.
Other?
Oh,
what's
right.
Other?
Alright, pause the episode.
Sure, but what's Other?
Actually, you know what? Don't pause it yet. Spin again.
Well, it's spinning. Sorry.
So we're spinning again.
What's Other?
I'll tell you in a moment.
Have we never gotten Other?
Yeah, we got it once.
Oh, okay. I can't remember what it was. Zone of the Enders.
Alright. So, in 2 weeks...
Enders Dolores.
So, in 2 weeks, we're going to do Zone of the Enders. But for Other, we spin for movies.
Oh, cool. We gotta pause and make a new wheel then.
Yeah.
And we'll be right back.
Yep. So, we put 11 movies into a wheel here. And we're going to spin to see which one we review next week.
Yeah, there's movies. Some movies we knew of and we wanted to throw in. Some we just searched on Google, like a good anime movie type thing.
Yeah, we didn't have a specific categories or anything for this. This is just random.
Just to have a little fun.
Yeah, give it something different,
Alright, here we go. Berserk would be really awesome. No, we're going right past it. No, Ghost in the Shell, son of a bitch!
Ghost in the Shell, the actual movie.
God damn it.
So, we did the Ghost in the Shell series, but there's an actual movie. But it makes sense that we do this one because
I don't give a shit.
Because we did Akira already, and this is the other big one that,
back in the day.
as an anime review show.
Push things forward.
Yep.
Get it.
So, just like you didn't like, just like I didn't like Akira, you gotta deal with the Ghost in the Shell. Well, know what's awesome about this? I watched this movie 3 times already because of watching the entire thing for Ghost in the Shell, so I don't even have to watch it.
Yeah, you do.
So, and there's like 3 different versions of it.
Oh, well, give me the one that you liked the most.
It was, it doesn't matter. The first Ghost in the Shell is just the original. The second one is essentially the same thing with like 3D added effects in it, and it's the same movie, only with little changes there. And then I don't know the third version of it, and then of course there's the live action one.
Yeah, that was terrible.
Yeah. So yeah, we're gonna do Ghost in the Shell next.
Yay!
And then Zone of the Enders the following week.
I don't know what that is, but it's kind of better.
Oh, I guess we should. Don't we usually look at that?
Oh yeah.
Let's
look at Zone of the Enders. We've been doing that for a while.
Yeah, we've been looking at it. So let's see what Zone of the Enders is, since it's tacked onto here. So
Enders Dolores. Wait, didn't we watch this?
I don't know. Go down.
We watched this.
Go down. 26 episodes.
I feel like we watched this.
I don't think we did.
It looks very familiar.
No,
we haven't, but it looks super familiar to that one weird mech anime with the girl.
Zegabane?
Was it Zegabane? I think so.
It's
the artwork reminds me of it a lot.
No, Zegabane.
Zegabane
was more of a little bigger.
No, not Zegabane.
No, I don't know what you're talking about. That.
Yeah, neither do I. Whatever.
Are you talking about the Power Ranger one?
Maybe, but I'm not interested in this either now. God damn it.
All right.
Bye, guys.
Yeah, see you later.